In our video today, we're going to look at how to solve proportions when solving algebraic equations that deal with proportions. So what we're going to look at here in this first proportion, a proportion is just two fractions that are equal to each other. 1 over x is equal to 4 over 12. Well, you might be able to see immediately that x just has to equal 3 because, well, 4 over 12 will reduce to 1 over 3, so I would need the bottom to be 3 to make those two fractions equal. But say you don't know how to do that. There's a very easy way to solve any and all proportions, and that is to cross multiply. The only time you can cross multiply is when there's a equal sign in between. So when I cross multiply, it doesn't matter which way I go first. I'll go this one. 1 times 12 gives you 12. X times 4 gives you 4x. And now you're just left with a standard algebra equation like we've done many times before. I'll divide both sides by 4 to get me x is equal to 3. Okay, in this one, same idea. Cross multiply here, I get 28x. Cross multiply here, I get 3x. Okay, I showed you this one because a lot of people will go and try to say I want to divide both sides by x. That is absolutely not the right case. That's not what you're supposed to do. Remember we said in the last problem, or in the last set of videos, we need to try to get the x's on the same side, the equal sign always. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. That'll leave me with 25x is equal to, that went away, there's nothing left, 0 on that side. And then I would divide by 25, because I have 25 times x, 0 divided by 25 is 0. So that's just x equals 0. Okay, let's look at some more. These ones get a little bit more complicated, and you got a little bit of artwork at the bottom to enjoy. So when I cross multiply this way, 14 times x is just 14x. Here's where a lot of people end up making a mistake. You need to multiply 3 by this entire numerator. 3 times the quantity, 3x plus 5. I prefer writing it out like this to show exactly what I'm going to do. If you can do this next step, which is just to distribute the 3 through, if you can do that all in one step, that's fine with me. Just as long as you know that you need to multiply the 3 by everything up in that top part. So now I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides, leaving me with 5x is equal to 15. I can then divide both sides by 5 like I've done before. X will equal 3 in this problem. Okay, in this one, same thing. Cross multiply, 6 times 7 is 42. When I do the multiplication here, it's negative 3 times this whole thing, so negative 3x minus 18. I'm going to go and I'm going to add 18 to both sides, which will give me 60 is equal to negative 3x, and then I will divide both sides by negative 3, leaving me with negative 20 is equal to x. Alright, so mainly just you need to remember cross multiplying. Make sure you go both. Make sure you can only do that when you have an equal sign, and make sure when you have something like this that you're distributing this 3 into both parts of that equation. Otherwise you will end up with difficulties. And after that, it's just solving straight up basic algebra equations.